Arr! Ahoy, landlubbers! It be talk like a pirate day as I record these. Therefore there be pirate talk. Therefore is not a good pirate word. Yarr!
That deserves a round of applause.
Time for some murdering and plunder. Yarr! Probably not gonna do that the whole time. Whoa! Probably gonna do more shooting though. I like the shooting. Wow, that's some fire. I mean, I suppose technically that is some smoke, but impressive nonetheless. In the last episode, there'd be fighting. In this episode, probably more of that. The point seems to be a revolution, and yeah, it's sort of a war. I don't know if you were paying attention. The lead up, there'd be trying to assemble some forces, and it weren't for no game of patty cake. Rather, patty cake. Whoa! Oh, look at that! A double hitter. First, I jabbed him in the gut, then I destroyed him. Whoa! Oh, sweet! My gun just evolved into shotgunner. So far, I can see no discernible difference. Whoa. Was that me or someone else? I think that was this guy. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to spend much of this episode using that gun in order to figure out exactly what that does. Interesting. That's one way to kill a bunch of people.
Elite soldiers, my ass. Have that!
Stay alert. There'll be more coming. We have to find a way past this gate.
Have to find a way past the glowing line. That wasn't so hard.
With the damn gates.
What we need are explosives, but I used mine up on the way here.
If only we knew some sort of tiny, crazy
Surprise.
old man who enjoyed
What
blowing
a
things.
wrench. This pirate talk thing isn't going as well as I wanted it to. She's a horrible wench.
See that border that the whole city bowed to our thunder.
Hang on. How did you get to the other side in the first place?
Dwellers have their ways, my boy. Is there anyone left to kill?
There will be soon. More troops are on the way. Kalian's fleet got a fair few, but not all.
We'll hold them off.
Come on, Boulder, there's more fighting to be done.
Good luck in there. Hope the crown fits.
Let's finish this for good, while I can still stand up on my own.
You're supposed to act like nothing's wrong, and then, like, have a fatal, I don't know, incident of some kind, just when we think everything's fine. Wow, my dog has made 77 attacks. I feel like that should maybe be a larger number at this point in the game. Yeah, anyone who's surprised by Dolores failing to do something useful loses 5 of those points I've been randomly doling out over the last week or so. If your score is negative, shame on you.
Shall we knock? No. Let's surprise him.
Oh, we're just here now, huh?
So, this is how it ends. The old fool and the child who ran away. You've finally become the man I always wanted you to be.
He's a lot more than that, and now he's ready to take
Can't
your
you
place.
tell by his,
Perhaps
like,
the time has
four-pack?
come for someone else to lead Albion.
You were never a leader, just another tyrant.
Did it ever occur to you that I may have had good reason to be?
We're not interested in your reasons.
Cower behind ignorance if you will, but my brother deserves to know the truth.
Save it for the trial, Logan. You can beg for your life then.
And so the chicken man surveyed his new territory. So yeah, I guess the revolution's over with, huh? Good game, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed Fable 3. Yeah, that's not my outfit. That's a really half-hearted response, like, yeah, you go, Slugger, rule the kingdom. That's a really feminine crown.
All hail, the King of Albion!
Did you just say King of Albion? Seriously, we're just not even gonna pretend like I have a name? Oh man, I hope that's the shitty feminine crown for my avatar.
There he is, the King of Albion. You've made it, just like I always knew you would. It doesn't get any easier, though. You have a country to run now. And with Jasper busy in the sanctuary, you'll need a new personal aide. Someone who can keep you organized. Let me introduce you to...
Hobson. Hobson's the name, Your Majesty.
No,
May
I
I
don't like
say
him.
what an extraordinary honor it is to serve you. I have a vast wealth of experience, I assure you, though I have yet to experience vast wealth.
Oh, I don't like
That,
him.
Your Majesty, is an example of the sense of humor which will no doubt make our time together such a delight.
No doubt.
Can I make him walk the plank?
Well, I'll leave you two to get better acquainted. I should begin preparations for the trial.
The trial, of course, the very first item on today's agenda. Among my other qualities, I am well versed in toadying, public relations, and
I can't
time
seem to shoot him.
management. And I heartily believe
This
the
feels
key
like
to
an
being
oversight.
a successful king is following a well-scheduled royal agenda. If you will permit me, here are today's appointments.
No. The first on the to-do list, Judge Logan, former King of Albion. Oh, when did I set that up? That doesn't sound familiar. Let's see, set what policy? Tax policy. Talk to Reaver and Bowerstone Industrial. Consider proposal to rebuild Bowerstone Old Quarter. Okay, I don't know why this pops up when the only option appears to be accept. So I accept.
I'm sure you will do a marvelous job presiding over your brother's trial, which, as I said, will be your very first royal duty.
I mean,
Your subjects await in the throne room for what is sure to be an historic occasion, Your Majesty.
Uh-huh. Back to the sanctuary.
I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned king at last.
Uh-huh, that's cool.
I served proudly under your father when he sat on the throne. And
Yep, your story's awesome.
You have a full royal suit. I must say I am in awe, even without anyone wearing it. I always thought that one was quite
Don't judge me, I am
exceptional.
the Chicken Man. As such, I was crowned king, and as such, I will rule. You know, this doesn't really feel much like a castle, does it? It feels more like a fancy manor. Oh, it's that crappy, like, saving thing that seems kind of broken.
All stand to attention for the King of Albion.
Hooray! I don't know. To me, it feels like an oversight to crown the worst guy in the world king. But, you know, to each his own.
Logan, former King of Albion, you stand accused today of crimes against the kingdom and its people. Those who brought you to justice will now speak.
There's not a soul alive in the kingdom who hasn't suffered for his glory, and plenty who've died for it. I says, let him have some death of his own.
Look, I'm not one for lopping people's heads off, but we saw Major Swift executed like it was a bloody circus act.
He deserves nothing less as far as I'm concerned.
But aren't we better than that? Isn't that why we fought to be here now? I've seen what Logan has done to this city. People starving to death, children forced to work. But killing him now won't solve anything.
It is not my place to decide his fate. But his betrayal condemned many of my people to death. He promised us
This isn't really
salvation,
much of a trial.
left
There's
us
a lot
to
of
face the
anecdotal
darkness
complaining
alone.
going on.
I had good reason to break that promise, and I had good reason for the crimes you claim I committed. The day I returned to Albion, I received a visit from a blind seer, Teresa, our father's guide. She showed me the future of this kingdom. The darkness in Aurora is coming here, bringing death, destruction, the end of our way of life. The sacrifices I had to make, I did them to protect Albion. If a few had to suffer, it was to build an army. If a few had to die, it was to save a country. I have spent years preparing for this attack. Let me stand by your side now, and all my soldiers will be yours to command. Let us face the coming darkness, together.
If this is true, if it's really coming here, we are all in grave danger.
That sort of goes without saying, my friend.
You have the power over life and death, brother. Now choose.
Yeah. Make sure I do the right one. I don't really think I should kill him.
Your brother's
and
fate
it pains
is
me
in
to
your
do this,
hands.
largely just because Dolores
The
is
choice
the
is
only
yours,
person who
Your
seems to agree with me on this. Oh, dramatic zoom in.
This is not the time for revenge. We need your help, Logan.
The king has made his decision. Logan's life will be spared.
Yay, the kingdom already hates me. Well, that sort of seemed inevitable. Anyway, join me next time as we see the fallout of pissing off an entire kingdom. Later, guys.